why the AI business is a trap. I'll explain briefly down why AI will be the kind of downtrend for you as a person. Reason being that is because ChatGPT, Sammy Altman, Sammy Boy, he released AI real-time voice agents. So if you see those online, right? I make AI voice agents who do this. First of all, that's extremely saturated. Of course, there's a really good one. If you're the best, you're gonna get there. But the reason why I'm making this video is because this specific update. Look at this. OpenAI has actually developing and releasing advanced voice agents capabilities for ChatGPTs, including their ChatGPT real time. It's for application for like customer support and personal assistance, and that's the kind of truth. Because a couple of months ago, we were looking at the curse of ChatGPT, and people were like the stupidity of AI. They were making fun of it. They are now slowly but surely integrating in within our society. And this is going to happen at a rapid rate. And you people who are in this industry as me need to kind of understand this, because right now we're getting, we're making insane amounts of money, 25K for the in July. We're crushing it, booking a lot of calls, doing all this stuff. And you can see that again in June. 39 calls booked, pretty, and in the span of like how many, like it's less than even 20 days. So these results are insane because the market is kind of unsaturated in a way still now. But the issue is that these head giants, these mega companies, will impose their way, because their only competition is us, if you can look at it, because they give us the tools, right? And as soon as someone makes a service out of them, they make a service as well. Do you see how genius that is? Let me talk about this. This is extremely crucial topic. Please watch this. Let's say if you're a child, let's say you're Sammy Sam, right? Let's say you're Sammy Sam. You let GPT get out in the world. Then what happens is that you can see the creation done by the normal people, but because they don't have the resources to make it excellent, what do? You do it yourself. You see the game they're playing with us. They give you a dangling carrot so that you can chase the arbitrary goal. Of course, you're going to make money and all these things, but in the end, these guys are going to win. Why are they going to win? Because they have the tools, they have the biggest database, so they can create everything. If you look at Nando, I think it's Nano Banana, and Nano Banana hasn't popping off. VO3 hasn't popping off. Look at all the UGC people who's teaching how to make UGC content. They're gone. Like they're gone, as they're gonna be gone in like 2 or 3 years. So all this creator economy, all this stuff, they're just kind of like capitalizing, and we are currently riding the decline of every industry possible, which requires a lot of human intervention. Because what's happening is that, for let me give you a rundown. You know how unprofitable it is to like be a UGC creator for TikTok itself. And these are Chinese, bro. You know the Chinese. Chinese are the ruthless people. They don't care. They're the best at this. So look at this. If you're a UGC creator, first of all, let me just make my handwriting super better. Ooh, that's super good. If you're a UGC creator, they have to give you free stuff, right? Because you get the allowance money, whatever they give. And on top of that, you get sick, you make videos, right? And then you learn about the algorithms, right? And there's something called time and energy. As to what AI wins, that's why people are hiring AI. Time and energy is the only reason why there's even like, a debate about AI in the first place, because AI doesn't need free stuff. It doesn't even need the product in hand. So a lot of brands give you out like products, right? AI doesn't even need that. It's all going to be automated anyway. So they don't need to make that extra bit of piece of product for every single UGC creator that they have. That's the first point. Second of all, AI can put unlimited videos. They can have unlimited formats. They can get viral quicker than this. How in the hell would not someone, would company or a brand look at this and be like, you know what, I want to jump on this, or I want to be a part of this? It's a competition. And the same thing you need to understand is that these mega giants companies, and I can even, you know what? Let me make this prediction with that mic. TikTok might itself, as it is a platform, roll out AI content that's like super advanced. Because China is the number one. Of course, China is the best at innovation stuff. Not innovation like copying and making it like just like mass production. They're super good at manufacturing. This is a prediction that I'm making, that TikTok itself will make AI UGC creators in and of itself, and same as all these companies going to do. Instagram itself is making chatbots and all that stuff. Now, of course, all these things are bad, right? So why am I saying this is a trap? What you need to do is to implement your offer in a way which is unbounded by these things. Now, let me go deep dive on this as well. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Boom. So, what you can do as someone who's an offer, you can add in your offer, you can add a human experience which is irreplaceable. So, let's say my offer, right? I build people systems. I build people, basically specific AI DM systems, which is automate the entire process. But the reason why I'm separated from the market is because I have 2 years of sales experience, which makes me a lot more better than the entire market. Because for you to replicate that, you need 2 years of sales experience. And that's like really hard to do because you have to end up in the same position, same place, all these sorts of same narratives to like have the same service which I make to that capability and to that ability. Now, if you're someone who doesn't have the experience and you make a chatbot, you're gonna get ran over by me because I have the experience. I can make something even better. That's the stuff. So what you guys need to do is you need to stack your existing skills. You need to stack your existing skills, whether it be marketing, whatever it is, marketing and sales, and then push it to the level with AI to make an offer, to make it, hot. Because it is the same stuff. It could be a normal tracking sheet service. It could be a lead generation service. If you put AI in front of it, people, because it's how people will buy it. That's how dumb humans are. That's how we do it. The reason why we buy from brands is because they have a name. The reason why we, wear the latest shoes because they're the latest. That's how the game is. So don't be discouraged by that at all. But this is the thing, right? A couple of months ago, and this is what still is fascinating me, is that couple of months ago, and almost a year ago, you can see the article. This was like made in like 2-3 months ago. You can see the people are, and these are like the Guardian, Medium, the Atlantic. Or these are like big names. You can see all these people bash ChatGPT like it's the cruelty of the earth. But slowly and slowly, what it's doing is that it is integrating. It's going to become such a crucial part. Like I cannot search things on YouTube anymore because of how good ChatGPT is and how good Claude is, and the other these tools. Even Google AI Studio is also pretty awesome. All these tools, what they're doing is that they are kind of integrating themselves into the self society to get you back. And the reason why I'm making this video is to just make you understand that you cannot be dogmatic. You cannot sit there and be like, you know what, this is my offer, this is what I do, this is what happens, because you're gonna get ran over by the people who don't do it. You're gonna get ran over by the people who are like, you know what, I don't care what it is, I'm just gonna sell it. Those are people that are gonna win massively. And the reason is that is because you can understand that every single company on the planet will look for more efficiency. Because companies in general, they look for effective ways to make money. That's their entire like leverage. That's why they don't hire humans. And AI is the absolute epitome of efficiency. So if you are a company right now, even me, I'm thinking about it right now myself. How am I going to detach my offer in a way is, and I'm thinking, and I have a couple of ways of already doing it, which I might drop in the next video. But you guys need to understand that all these videos that I'm making, like I see all my videos pop up when I mention AI, Chat GPT, and that's all good because that's what the market wants. I'm not complaining, but you guys don't understand. I figured this thing out about email attraction and all these things about lead generation. You guys haven't. I've already squeezed out most of the leads I probably have reached out if you're in my same industry because I've figured it out faster. So execution right now, the speed is so crucial in this day and age that if you are not fast and not adaptable, you will die. And this is actually a good thing for you. And you'll be like, why is this a good thing? Like why is dying good? Because your competition will die as well. You guys need to understand that. All the big names that you're seeing right now are not going to exist in the next 4 or 5 months. If they triple on, they will. Or what most businesses do is even if they're tanking, and this is a pretty normal strategy. I've lost business. I've lost a lot of teams, employees, money, a lot of that stuff. But I've still ran the boat. So, well, all these businesses are hyping and boasting about themselves so much. Do you really think those profile ads for IG will work for that long? Somebody else will crack it, and that's the system. There's a lot of creators which you think are hyper smart, you think are hyper intelligent, but they're pretty normal people. They make an aura around them, they make a audience around them, which makes them think and feel like they're larger than themselves, which when they're not. Because I have had chats with some of the people, I'm not going to name names, but these guys are pretty normal. And most people probably they're not even that smart. But they have one thing. They were early. That's what the universe was. That's why Neil Armstrong's, you all know him, the guy who landed on the moon. If you believe in it or not, I don't know. But it is right now speed plus being first. It's number one. That's it. That's why you just gotta follow the DJ Khaled codes. We the number one, we the best, and you will make a lot of money. And while you're making a lot of money, I would not suggest for you to like look over the hype, use the skills which you already have, and just implement them in a way and put AI in the stick of it because that's going to sell anyway. And sell the way the market wants. Use your existing skills and implement AI in them rather than the other way around. Don't make a skill just because of AI because you're going to be ran over by a bunch of people who can do the same. And the main thing about AI is the accessibility. You're going to have a lot of people from the third world countries using it like anything on the planet. So That's for the video, guys. And yeah, I want to just share my thoughts on this. It was extremely kind of I saw this and I was like, this thing's becoming scary. This thing is becoming scary to a degree because a lot of times people don't really reiterate or understand like how crucial it can be for you to divert at the same time, because a lot of the time the diversion is the cause of a lot of businesses dying, and that's the truth. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.